Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
See the fixed asset overview of today. Actually, fixed asset is a very long module, but we can have the initial idea how it works. So fixed asset, it's a part of the regular standard. Let's see. Fixed asset module. No, it's a separate module. But again, it's a module which normally most more like 99% of the organizations buys, purchase, okay. Because fixed asset is also an integral part of the organization and all the calculations related to the depreciation, amortization. Like that's automatically. Okay. So let's see. This setup related to the fixed asset. Okay. So these are my already created account in fixed asset. Like property, plant and building, property, compute. PP Wi-Fi computer equipment. Actually, when we want to use certain GS for the fixed asset account, we have to tag this in the like whenever we create any new account which we want to use for the fixed asset management. We will take this any account for which we want to use. Showing pictures and management. Any of this account is not ticked, then we are not able to like map this particular account. In the GS, in the setup, so all these accounts must have any tagging here. Like for example, this buildings. So this building which is having the type of fixed asset account is tagged with the asset account. So asset account means like it will become asset in my organization and will show into the balance sheet account. Right, okay. So all the buildings, machinery and like us computer furniture leasehold. All these have the tagging in the asset account. Okay. Next we have the accumulated depreciation. So all these accounts which you want to you want to create for the accumulated depreciation, we will do the tagging for the depreciation account. Depreciation account. Then we will go downwards to expense. Expenses. Then we have this depreciation expense. If I added this, so it will be part of the depreciation expense account. Or we can also map it with the write-off account, write-down account, or we can create the separate account for write-off, write-down, and this for everyone. Okay. Let's say we are writing off any asset. Okay. So there will be an expense account for that write-off. But in the already done setup here, we are using this depreciation account only for the write-off. Okay, write-off, right. So once we create all the GLS and do the mapping in this show in Fix Asset Management box. After doing the mapping, we will go to the Fix Asset. Set up asset type. We already have one asset type here at computer equipment. We will check that. So we given a name to asset type. Computer equipment. We select the accounting method here. Accounting method means the method of the depreciation. What is going to be depreciation method? It's going to be a straight line. Or it's a debit to DV method, right? Write down value. So we tag the accounting method accordingly as per the particular country law. Okay, there are some standard methods there. Also, we can create our own method. We can create our own method by going to Fix Asset Setup Depreciation method. So all these depreciation methods here. If we want to create our own custom method, we can have this new depreciation method. And if we go to you can see there are some formulas there. Okay. Yeah, so once we go to the new depreciation methods, okay. We can give a name. We can give a description to our method. What's the description? Okay, what will be the depreciation period? It is going to a monthly. Or it is going to annually, or third is annual depreciation, monthly posting. Okay. So monthly means that calculation will be done on monthly basis and posting monthly. Annually means that calculation will be done on annually basis and posting will be once in a year. Annual depreciation. Monthly posting means that system will calculate the depreciation annually but post it monthly. Formula, we can give our own formula according to the any specific country requirements. We can give the formula here, okay? So for the formula there. So that's given the following, some operators and symbols, okay, which we can use. And also given the like, what's this abbreviation means, which we can use in the formulas like OC is the original course. And now coming back to this, okay, so we tag any method there. Residual percentage means that after a certain period, like once. Like for example, we have specified for the computer the asset lifetime is 36. 36 means 36 months. So after 36 months of depreciating asset, residual percentage will become 0. Like asset value will become 0. Okay. Now if I change this to the 5%, so it means I purchased a laptop worth 1 lakh. And after 3 years, my residual like that asset value will become 5,000. Right, okay? Yes. So it's a residual value means a step value after the asset lifetime, which shows the asset course after all the depreciation calculations. So usually these things are given by the accounting team in the company, or yes, given by the accounting team. Accounting team. Okay, we have keep all these things and then we will go to the general. So there are some general we have to do. Okay, what we like is the depreciation active or not active, so we will make it. It means that on this asset type, depreciation is going to be active or it is going to be non-active. Okay, so we have the option. We have the option for true false, so we kept it true. Did we want to include in the reports? Yes, we want to include in the reports. So revision rules. Okay, revision rules means, for example, we made some changes into the formula or into the, let's say, asset lifetime. After some time. So how this revision will impact the calculation? Okay, if we select the current period, so the depreciation of the asset to date is recalculated using the revised values, and difference between the calculated depreciation and the previously posted depreciation is entered in the current period. Okay, it means that, for example, my compute laptop life is 3 years. Okay, 1 year. It's been depreciating for 1 year, and after 1 year I changed something in the rate, or in, let's say, for I increase the years from 3 to 4 years. Okay. Or for example, I increase the rate of the depreciation. Okay, so when I select the current period, what it will do? It will calculate. Like its system will calculate that. Okay, according to the new period, this is the value which it should be depreciated in the last 1 year. Okay, and what it is actually depreciated. System will calculate a difference between the two. Okay, and post the entry in the current period. Okay. Basically, due to revision, whatever changes are there, system will calculate the difference between the revision rules and the previous settings and post that into the current posting period. Okay, and remaining life means the other option. Means that okay, what is posted in the system, it will not have any impact on the previously posted transaction. Okay, so any adjustment or any calculation will be done on basis of the remaining period. Okay, so that means remaining life. Okay. Okay, depreciation rules we can define. Okay, when we want to apply the depreciation. So it is basically the acquisition. Yeah. When we acquire the asset, okay, there are some we can give any custodian for the asset type, or we can select a supplier, any disposable item, which once we dispose the assets of what will be the disposable item to be used and the financial year start. So under the asset account, we will tag all this account, asset account. You remember, we just checked the goal accounts and so. So the tagging then they will appear here. Okay. So in asset account, we tag this computer equipment. Yes, depreciation account, we tag the actual depreciation. One in the depreciation account is depreciation expense and all this account. We also tag the depreciation expense only. Yeah, by going into the maintenance, okay. If is there any inspection included with this asset type, so we can map any inspection or any warranty period. Yeah, if there is any other methods for the depreciation there other than the standard method, we can tag the other method also. Okay, so these are some options. So once we create the asset type, so after creation of the asset type, the next step is to go for the items. Okay, so item which we will create it, we will not create an inventory item, not a service item. We have to create a non-inventory item. Okay, now non-inventory item. Let me check if so we already have one item there which is Dell 14-inch left. So okay. That the accounting have. Okay, we tag this expense account. Here. Okay, now we will enter a one purchase transaction. Payables, enter bills. Okay, the Dell 14 laptop. I want to purchase a pipe laptop. You don't have to do anything else. Rest is fine now. So the account payable is this automatically selected there right under the account? Yes, it is automatically picked from the vendor master Okay, yeah. Okay, so also for the fixed asset, once we have all set up in place, okay, like we have the chart of account, we have asset type created, depreciation method created, so all these when are in place. We just have to enter the vendor bill and then run the processes. Okay, there are different processes which we have to run and we will do that. Okay, so now my this it is created. Well, is created. Okay, now we will start with our process. Okay, if you go to the fixed set, we will go to the transactions. Our first process is going to be asset proposal. Okay. So under the asset proposal, I will select my United States West. This was a subsidiary which will select the asset type computer equipment. And we will run of course new asset. So a system generated scheduler will run and this process will run. Okay, let me. You, you know. So today is like trend of April. So this is the process which I have just initiated. Okay, it is in queue, it is generated, okay. So how did you trigger this? You created a new process list, right? No, we go to the transaction asset proposal and then we trigger that. Okay. It is still cute. I don't know, okay. Usually did not take much time. It is like, oh, okay, then automatically let me check if it is done or not. Okay. Transaction manager. It's done, right? Not yet. It is not showing yet. It is not showing yet. Okay, now it is completed. So we'll go to this manage as. So once this asset proposal is completed, we will go to the fixed asset transaction. Manage asset proposal. Okay, manage asset proposal means like it is not coming here. Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, First, this is introducing new assets. That you are branding new assets. You. Yeah, but somehow we are not able to see that process running. Okay, but it will show like here. Only so. Until we see the status completed, we have to press the refresh button. Okay? Let me check whether it's turned on or not. So we will go again back to this manage asset proposal. Okay, now the split is done. Okay. So each cost is 70.50 US dollar and the split is done now. Once the split is done, we can add it here. If you want to change something. Or maybe we can change once we create the asset also. Okay. So let's select all these 5. Now we will click on the generate asset. So generate asset will take some like 2 to 3 minutes. Depending on obviously the transactions okay right now. I don't think it will take much time. But let's say if you are running for the whole month, which usually the organizations run, okay, you are running on a fortnightly basis then. So there will be a number of transactions. So system will take some time to correct. Yeah. Oh, assuming that it is completed, I'm going to fix a set. List and assets. So yeah, it is created. Okay, so we get 5 new asset. Okay, this is my asset it fam. Find the asset it number already. Yeah, so now we get the asset it here. Okay, now once we get the asset it, once this asset is created, if we want to and update any like, let me open one of the things here. So now asset is being created in the system and it is coming into the asset register. Yeah, so opening when we open the asset. Okay, we get this basic information. Say like this is my asset description, asset ed, asset type, effort, post residual value, definition method. Okay, all this we get here. Now you can see asset serial number or alternate asset number. So when we purchase a laptop or any like mostly the mobile laptop, so there is a unique serial number of particular laptop. Okay, yeah, now so we can update the serial number. Okay, by SESV or by manual, by 1 asset, or even by SES also we can update that. Okay, yeah. So let's say I am entering any serial number here, which is F. E13345D. Okay, so this is my serial number of the asset. An alternate asset number means most of the companies has its own unique numbering also. Okay. Yeah, let's say like you and any organization step on. Identification tool to identify a particular asset, so we can have that in the asset number. Yes. So most of the things are standard. Okay. Now let's say for this particular asset, I have to give a custodian. Okay, so to whom this particular laptop is issued. So we can like map a custodian here. Okay. In the insurance, if there is any insurance for the asset, we can tag the insurance here. Okay, there is insurance company name, insurance policy number, start date and date value. Okay, or let's say we have some anchor also. Annual maintenance contract, and we can map this information there. So basically all these are additional information which we can map with some certain asset type. Okay, so we get all these one detail only. Okay. Now so we get this depreciation history here. Okay. So the official will start from a file and it will end from the appeal. If we go to this view, depreciation history. So this is my asset depreciation. It is 20.83 each month. Yes, okay, it is not started yet. So there is no posting reference. Once we start posting the depreciation, we will see the posting references here. Okay, So, as it is created, we will go now. We will check the asset depreciation. Asset depreciation. For example, we will select the asset type here. My posting period is 30 April. First step, April 24 code. And they should have the 40 depreciation. I think the screen takes time to update. I think yes, sometime. But once you work on the not on demo account on some live environment. So production, production. So you will be able to see this here only so you don't. You will be able to check. Okay, like status completed. Okay, yeah, it is queued or it is running. It is processing. Yeah, you can see there only now. Let me refresh this page. Okay, now as you can see, my posting comes. Oh yeah, okay, so my journal is created. Okay, so my general entry. Let me show you the general entry. This was my general entry. Depreciation expense to accumulated depreciation. So this is my general entry, and so the posting reference which I have entered, it is coming into my memo field. Okay, you have seen in that, like I have written posting reference test depreciation April 2024. Okay, so like this we run the SR depreciation. Okay, yeah, okay. So in the same way there are data sections are there like as a disposable. As a transfer, if we are transferring this asset to a one location to our other or from one subsidiary to a subsidiary. So as a disposable, maybe you can try yourself, and if you face any issue, then you will come back to me. Okay? Yeah, so now we can see some report or the assets. Okay, there are some safe searches. Okay, like searches related to asset list, asset register. Okay, like this is my asset register. Okay, this is the safe search. It shows all the asset and what is the original post, what is the acquired post, what is the depreciation revaluation. All these are there. Okay. Let me check my, yes, so we have entered this one. Yes, it is depreciating. Original cost is 7050, depreciation is now the net book value is 729. Okay, so this is the safe searches. There are some other safe searches also which you can see. Okay, like proposal, issue, or disposable or addition, or as a list. You can see that now. Let's go back to the report. Okay, so there are some report also for the assets which we have to generate. Okay, let's say I want to generate a report type. Depression schedule period. Depreciation of your depreciation. Monthly report. Start date and date asset type for the subsidiary I can select. Okay, if you want to save the report as CSV, yeah, we can do that and we will generate. Okay, so basically under this module, every process will run. There is a process to run. Okay. Yeah, we just have to pick a submit button or a generate button. The system will do everything automatically. Okay. Yes, yeah. If we get any error in that, so it means something is wrong. Okay, something which we haven't done correctly. Okay. If we are getting the errors, that it means that a proper setup is not done. Okay, yeah. Or there are some user related error like a transaction is not entered properly or there is some other gaps. Okay, so in the case of errors, we have to identify that. So fix hazard, report my reports. fix hazard before my reports. Okay, so this is my report. You assess well. Now it is downloaded. Yeah, so this is my depreciation monthly report. Yes. So this is a depreciation monthly report. Yeah, I only selected for this particular subsidiary only, so we are getting this. Yeah, yes. Okay. So like this, you can view the other reports also. Yeah. So basically, this was my depreciation. Basically, 6 dozen modules. Stress, there are lots of things here. Okay, yes, there are other topics here, but once we start to do more testing and like what have the understanding of the business, because they are like I have given you the understanding. Okay, if we are going to cover the all the use case measures, and I think a fixed asset will normally take our 8 to 9 days. Okay, oh really? Okay, because there are options of the lease also. How be the duality? Okay, they are operating lease, they are running. So different type of options are there, but in general perception. Okay, like I gave you a glance how it works in the next week. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean each module is pretty extensive. Yes. Was even sometimes we also get stuck. Okay, we are doing that for some time now. Yeah, but there's something new which, let's say, even I haven't seen. Then I have to go back to do some research and come back to us. Okay, yeah, so most of the time, like when we get stuck, we either we go to the suit answers, like other day I showed you, or we go to an associate. On because they are not much like material available on the other platforms. Okay, so whatever it is, either it is like a training or it is all available in the health. Okay, yeah. So that's it for today. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.